Professor Santiago, Senator of the Republic of the Philippines, who was our commencement speaker. Attorney Danny Uy, Vice President for Legal Affairs. Dr. Jose Wendel Capili, Assistant Vice President for Public Affairs. Mr. Enrique Tolentino, Vice Chancellor for Community Affairs of UP Los Baños. Honorable Lourdes Abadingo, Faculty Regent. Honorable Ana Razel Ramirez, Staff Regent. Honorable Krista Iris Melgarejo, Student Regent. Christine Ligtas Salva, Ms. Christine Ligtas Salva, President, UP Alumni Association Cebu Chapter. Attorney Liza Coro, Dean of the University of the Philippines Cebu. Dr. Lorna Almocera, Associate Dean for Academic Affairs. Professor J. Carl Roque, Associate Dean for Administration. Respective cluster chairpersons, esteemed faculty, reps, UP staff, guests of UP Cebu, fellow graduates, parents, friends, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant afternoon. After 5 long years, a mass communication graduate has taken the podium in the graduation ranks. As I stand here and look at all my fellow graduates clad in their best aircrew dresses and barongs with their sablay hung around the shoulders, I remember Arnold Palmer, who said that the most rewarding things in life are the ones that look like they cannot be done. The most rewarding things in life look like they cannot be done. And this day, our graduation, dear friends, looked like an impossible feat. From the first day we all entered UP. If you have an idea how hard the UP admission tests are, you know that what's inside the university is harder. You see, the University of the Philippines is not your ordinary university where teachers talk and students listen. No, in UP, we are taught to stand up and act for society. Our professors encourage us to go beyond what we can do so we can help others, even students. On top of that, we are pushed against the wall in piles of papers to write, daring projects to accomplish, and Herculean exams to pass under time pressure. Our limits are tested, and we weep when the going gets tough. But this day, it reminds us to keep going, and yes, we have reached the finish line. When I was a freshman, my first blue book return was filled with red marks that I wept the whole night thinking it was the end of my UP life. I will not tell the subject. But the following day, I got up and mustered the determination to continue the academic life I chose. And yes, I have no regrets. Now, fellow graduates, we made it. Today is not just the end of our journey as college students or a beginning of a new chapter in our lives, but today is a continuation of the journey that we started inside the university as a scholar ng bayan, a person who does his or her best to help others, to serve the community with honor, integrity, and excellence so this nation may be better. What does it really mean to be an scholar ng bayan? The first time I heard this label used on me, I feel like I was a burden to the nation because it's the thought of them paying my tuition. But then in my formative years in UP, I realized that this wasn't true. The label does not just apply because our tuition is subsidized by the government, although we wish they fully did. As scholars ng bayan, we have a very important task to carry out as we exit these portals today. This is to go back to our respective hometowns and help in whatever way we can through what UP has taught us. We are to continue what we began in UP to reach the goal of changing the world, one small step at a time. Yes, today may be about us finishing our respective degree programs and receiving the awards, but tomorrow will be about them, our fellow Filipinos whom we ought to serve. When we leave today, dear graduates, I urge you to think over every opportunity that may come your way. Weigh the consequences and choose wisely. Ask yourself, which move would help my country more? Then you will know where you would be headed. but if I may add, stay in the Philippines so you can give back to your country with gratitude with what UP has given. Don't leave and escape the problems we face as a people. We are called to be different, called to make concrete action in the specific fields chosen, which may change the country. This, hand in hand with our fellow countrymen, through the skills and principles instilled by UP Cebu, will make a huge difference. The world of today is full of temptations for you to forget your true identity, fellow scholars ng bayan. But take time to reflect and remember who you really are, what you have been through, and what UP has done to you. If UP challenged you to the bone, then brace yourself for the real world. It will be more stifling, more difficult. Keep in mind that honor and excellence, coupled with passion, will make any job exciting and, of course, fulfilling. But more than that, never forget to keep on learning. Although classes are over for most of us, each day will always be a lesson for us to learn. Take every chance to learn, fellow graduates. Absorb, create, and innovate to serve others well. Sure, we will all miss what an ordinary day in UP Cebu would look like. Getting in class before the 15-minute grace period expires, having lunch at the nearby carinderias, buying snacks at Manang Lisa's stall, and simply hanging out with our classmates. But with a great life ahead of us, we have to part ways for now. Yet, if there's one thing that may not be taken away from us, it is our identity as scholars ng bayan, people with a mandate to create, innovate, and serve. Dear friends, ours was the batch that was thoroughly tested. We were caught in the transition from autonomous to constituent unit, the changing of the deans, and losing the original library, which I dearly miss. But we made it through today, and now we can make it further. We eventually had personal challenges amid what the school put us through, yet now we stand ready to take on the world. To the succeeding batches, keep in mind that we will always be grateful for your warm support. In the event that you feel like giving up, remember the sole reason you are in UP, not because you wanted to earn a degree, but because you chose to be among the best of the best. So keep learning and carry on. Learning is a challenge, especially from teachers who are experts in their field. I promise you, you will enjoy everyday learning if you love what you are doing. Find what you do best and stay in that niche. Then you will see yourself grow into a better person, for it is in our fort that we excel. I look forward to seeing successful graduates from every batch in the coming years. Dear batchmates, or shall I say, cinco, may we keep the fire burning as an example for the next batches. I may not have been given the chance to know each of you personally, but keep in mind that every face is familiar to me as we carry those memories of exchanging glances in the most familiar places in UP. Nobody can replace our NSTP moments at the conference hall, which is now gone, which I hope will be back, during our freshie days and during our junior-senior promenade, which we organized. My classmates, beauties and the best, our college life was a roller coaster ride, but we have proven ourselves strong as a team and as a family. Thank you for the sweet, sweet memories, especially when we organized 2 major events in UP Cebu, which the school and the Cebuanos surely enjoyed. Miss UP 2013 held at the Cebu Cultural Center, which is under renovation, and the UP Cookout 2013, which we organized together with the previous student council at the UP grounds. To my Ayala Young Leaders Congress family, thank you for the experience of a lifetime which turned my outlook in life 180 degrees. Thank you for reminding me what it means to be a good leader through humility and pursuit of excellence. Also, I would like to thank the media outfits which have nurtured me and honed me into the journalist that I am today. The Freeman newspaper and my ABS-CBN Cebu Kapamilya family. Please also allow me to thank the University Library for patiently attending to my requests for books that have had to be retrieved in the old building, the Office of Student Affairs for the support and guidance for all my external endeavors, and
my partner from the Fine Arts program, who has been with me since pre-enrollment days. All of you have contributed to this success. This is a very rewarding moment, not only for our graduates, but also for our faculty, who relentlessly prepared for our classes day after day, who are probably laughing at me right now. Today is the day that you will reap the fruits of your labor. Thank you, teachers. Our memories in and out of the classroom will always be taken to heart, and we are honored that we are once your students. Of course, we would not be here today if not for our dearest parents, who sacrificed a lot to see us to this day. We have please ask the parents to stand. All the parents of the graduates, please stand. You all deserve the highest honors today. You know, the moment that you gave us consent to allow us to be inside the University of the Philippines, you already made the right decision, and now here we are ready to face the world, equipped with quality education from this university. I know you all took a big risk considering what you heard about UP, students being radical and all that, not finishing their school. But now that we can finally march off, your worries have been proven wrong. You gave us this chance at sweet success. You deserve a pat on the back. Lastly, every fellow graduate and I would like to thank the God Almighty, who is faithful through the years. He has given us insurmountable strength and blessings, and we are overwhelmed that He gave this very special day to us. May He be glorified forever and ever. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "Do not go where the path may lead, go instead where there is no path, and leave a trail." This is the challenge, mga scholar ng bayan, to leave a legacy of uplifting others wherever we may go. We have made possible what was impossible, and indeed, we have been rewarded. Tomorrow will not be about the honors, the awards, and the diplomas we receive today, but about whose lives we want to change. Think about it, fellow graduates. I urge our dear friends and parents to support us in our next endeavor. This moment is very surreal for me, and I did not expect myself to be in tears, and I guess some of my fellow batchmates are too. But let me just say this to all my fellow graduates who are with a clenched fist, an open hand, or with curled fingers and both. Congratulations and padayon sa pakigbisog, Batch 2014 of UP Cebu.